First and foremost, I would like to thank you for subbing to my channel. Never have I thought I would get this lucky to be blessed by the eyeball overlords. It has shown me that lovely people, that means you, yes you, care enough to hit the sub button and want to see more content. I would definitely deliver more and provide more entertainment, hopefully, for years to come. Enjoy.
Oh God, what the fuck is wrong with those kids? They don't understand what the hell's going on out there. I need to fucking crack my skull. Oh, fuck, this is so annoying. Oh, okay.
Let me go and go listen to my favorite conservative commentator. It'll make me feel better. It'll make me feel better. Oh, fuck. Maybe some Crowder or Shapiro. Maybe that'd make me feel better right now. I don't know what to feel. Fucking kids, man. It's fucking blood on my fucking shit. All right, let's see what we got here. I need some Crowder, some Shapiro. I need to rewind a bit. I need to feel a lot better about what I did today. Fuck it. Yeah, that's good right there. Yeah.
What I want to get out my chest in these tragic times may not warrant a wanted response by some people. Fuck them.
Wait. Who's this moron? I didn't click on this. GXG Entertainment. Who the fuck is this liberal? What? He's dressed nice, so maybe he's the new conservative I've been looking for or need. Let's watch this shit just to see what's going on.
In the past couple days, I was formulating the correct words to express the pain and suffering Americans are going through right now, especially in the African American community, and as an Afro-Hispanic immigrant who was loved and accepted by many people in this country, especially in the Black community. When I moved here, hopefully my voice can bring about some insight. Since in this country I am Black passing, I have first-hand experience with racism in its many forms. By no means am I saying I am Black passing is me trying to separate myself from being Black. You can clearly tell my descendants is that of royalty. Anyways.
Royalty? Your Black ass ain't no royalty. Come to the fucking protest. I'll show you who really runs these fucking streets.
I segmented this video into 3 parts. Well, 4 if you include the introductory part. They're titled as such: the problems, the causes, the solutions. So if you wanted to skip to any of these 3 segments, that's fine, because most of you will recognize the problems and the causes, but want to know the solutions. Or whatever you want, that's fine, but I encourage watching it from beginning to end. Heads up, it might get a little ranty, but that's how emotional I get when I'm talking about these particular topics. By no means do any of these problems that I state lessen the problems with any other racial groups. Americans, well, some of them, understand that you have your problems too, and if viewers want me to go over the struggles of other racial groups, I can do that in a separate video. But let's stay focused on the Black community in America. Far too many times to count, when people discuss issues facing the Black community, the go-to response it would be, well, what about X people? Why don't they get similar attention to whatever given issues as the Black community does? That's a problem, because it muddies the water on any genuine gripes the Black community faces, especially when it comes to police brutality. No one wants to face the issues head on because their personal biases creep up, and then the discussion changes to something completely unrelated. That's a problem when your issues are not being heard. Take a real look at the current discussions being held at this moment. Almost all comment sections, interviews, debates, etc. are doing this exact same thing.
What? Did he change something? What the fuck's... He looks... What's going on here?
Oftentimes, the Black community feels they have to walk on eggshells with normal day-to-day activities. That's a problem. When you as a black person walk into a store wanting to purchase any goods, you have to keep in mind the negative perceptions of others around you in an unhealthy manner. Or let's say you're pulled over by the police. As a black person, you now have to take the extra measures to come out the situation alive.
What? Black people aren't the only...
Wait.
Huh?
I think I can already tell what you're about to say and are thinking and probably typing right now. Well, black people are not the only ones that feel this way. Though that may be true about how you feel, it doesn't hold any water to the facts. Can you not for 1 second disregard other people's transgressions, especially black people, just because you have to think that other people have it worse?
No. Where's your tie, liberal? What is this? You're supposed to make me feel better.
Now, systematic and institutional oppression of black people. It's a real thing that the state fosters an environment that is anti-black. Ever wonder when a new policy that involves community concerns, it disproportionately affects people of color? Ever wonder why school policies regarding dress and hair colors, this is also true with office attires, is tailored for a certain look. You know the look I'm talking about. Ever wonder why certain neighborhoods have higher quality resources available around them, like their hospitals having state-of-the-art equipment or their grocery stores that serve higher quality of foods that is close to organic as it could get? But other neighborhoods, mostly black and brown, have to deal with, let us say, bargain businesses. Oh, and if I haven't said it already, that's a problem.
Well, those are problems on GXG, huh? Just keep watching this and let's see what's going on here. Yep, that's right, Lieutenant. The Chief said that. I had to cut back, give me his tiny ass walkie-talkie. He said that I got too many complaints and I keep turning off my camera. I tell him, you don't want to see the shit that I do to them fucking kids. Officer Acab.
None of the problems that black people face magically came out of thin air. The issues black people face today has its historical roots. These roots haven't been burnt away or ripped up just because Lincoln freed the slaves in 1863 and Jim Crow was abolished in 1950. It just took a new shape. One example would be redlining. That started with the National House Act of 1934, where city districts were designed on purpose to subjugate the black community, who were largely poor, to stay that way. Banks and other private loaning companies through the Federal Housing Administration asked the Homeowners Loan Corporation to separate city zones by residential security maps. Securities for investment, not the security that pops into your head the moment you heard me say the word security. Weird how ingrained certain prejudices are in our heads. Anyways, when redlining happened, most of the affluent suburbs were labeled as desirable. Zones listed as undesirable, well, you can take a guess who mostly lived there. Owning property does have a significant impact on your wealth for your family that lasts generations. That still has its residual effects today, as most zones listed as undesirable are still inhabited by the black community to this day.
Fuck 12, huh? Come on to the protest. You think you clever with them crayon drawing tattoos, GXG?
Since I mentioned Jim Crow, let's talk about the voices of the black community being actively suppressed today. Nothing has really changed in the constant struggle of the black community voting for policies that would improve their living conditions, improve their access to capital, and the other needed things for the black community to thrive. Jim Crow was just a precursor, the blueprint if you will, on the modern version of political violence against the black community and the poor, which overlap heavily. One example off the top of my head would be what happened in Georgia's 2017 gubernatorial race between Brian Kemp and Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, I remember that race. Yeah, that liberal got what she deserved. I think about it. I don't think that was right either. What is this guy doing to me?
Million voters in his pursuit for the governor's seat. The causes of constant voter suppression can be correlated to the black community being less faithful of the system that has had a history of keeping their voices suppressed. As I stated with the problem section, the causes that bring about the problems facing the black community is vast. One video will not scratch the surface of the causes creating the boiling pot of anger the black community feels.
Yeah, he's starting to make more sense. Why is my name there? Is this for me?
Okay, let's get this out the way. I by no means have all the answers or any answers that would magically solve all the problems the black community faces. All those who claim to have the one solution to reverse 400 years of built-in oppression are lying to you, as it took centuries to make the systematic oppression facing the black community a reality. I fear it will take just as long to root out all the built-in issues. The system does not have many policies for the black community to thrive, so one solution to improve the black community is to defund to reform the police. Yes, there's a lot of actions to defund the police, I agree with, but the messaging needs to be quaint to lead the true message of police reform. You have to make sure that the messaging is digestible for those who are on the fence of the true injustice facing the black community in this country. In the current political sphere, too many bad actors run amok. The only way to combat their narrative is to make the messaging on the nose so they have no choice but to sound so ridiculous when arguing your points. Why is this solution, you may ask? It's because the hearts and minds of the people need to be won over. You've already seen that some people in the black community don't want to see the policies to improve the black community, cooning, if you will, so that their masters can continue their slave-like practices against us while feeding these tap dancers a bit more breadcrumbs for their betrayal.
Holy shit. Have I not been aware of the people I beat up on a daily basis? I mean, they're criminals, right? That one guy didn't bleed that much. And the captain said he'll take care of it. What the fuck have I been doing? How did I not see how much hurt I've been doing to other people? I've been listening to all these bad faith actors. They told me these people were poor and criminals and to beat their skulls in was justice. Maybe GXT will tell me what to do. Maybe he'll know how to make me feel better.
We have to fund black-owned stores and other types of businesses. What's cultural change without economic prosperity? It's empowering to see people who look just like you make it, not only in entertainment, but real upfront leaders for the whole nation to see. They're out there, but rarely in the public's eye. It's time for a change, and now I'm getting amped up just talking about it, and you should too. Officer Acab? No justice, no peace. You know what to do.
Hey, police officer, fuck all this shit that I'm fucking doing these fucking kids. Fuck this badge. I guess he took my badge. Fuck this gun. Oh shit, it went off. Fuck it. Vest. Fuck it all. No justice, no peace. Defund the fucking police. Officer Acab out.